Right.
Yeah. I think I know that I wanted you to go into all the details of agriculture, health, tourism, but I get your point. You're basically saying once you fix the economy and you get the money, then you start plowing it into all these other areas.
It's a combination, Caristo, because to develop an economy, you need skills. Therefore, you need to invest in education. That's why we consider education as a basic necessity. The tigers you hear, Asian tigers, the countries that did very well, they invested in education. It's like feeds on itself. The more educated your country's population is, the higher the productivity, obviously on the assumption that the work culture improves. We take out the Nchekeleko culture. We bring in good work ethics. And that's why we talked about family values, Christian values. You then make sure that by doing that, you also make your population employable. But to employ them, you now invest more in the economy, in tandem. And what that does, it basically propels each other, these sectors. You also need a health workforce, because if productivity, the workers are sick on a regular basis. That's why we need to put a very serious HIV prevention program, treatment program, and, if you like, care.
Yeah, because when you talk to people from different sectors, I mean, I'll tell you that coming from an educational background and media, but especially education, you know, I would tell you that there are a lot of people who say education first. And if, for example, by some miracle, there was this big chunk of money that arrived in Zambia, and you've just taken up office, where would you put it?
The priorities are clear. Caristo, we need education. It's a must. Because you see, with education, you will even have lower population growth. Because an educated couple understands why they should have 3 children, not 12 children. So education solves a lot of issues. The skills that you need to run the economy, the behavioral aspect, where people understand you need a smaller family, which you can look after well. And also, the pressure on social services. But having said that, with the basic economic training, you need a reasonable population in order to support an economy. But the way you do it, you make sure that a smaller population, for economic reasons or arguments, the Zambian population is very small. I want to tell you that. 12 million is a small population. The way you make them strong to buy goods and services, you pay them more. To pay them more, you need them to be educated so that they can work. So you can see that this is interwoven. Now, we will invest in education. I am talking to you here, Caristo, seeking the presidency of Zambia because of one reason.
Education.
Education. I call education the best equalizer. Right? Whether you are from a poor family or not. With education, we are all the same. I came from a village. I am not worse than anyone who was born in a maternity wing with lights 24 hours a day. Because I got education, I had the same opportunity. This is the opportunity we want to give to the children of Zambia. Now, we would put money in education, we will put money in health. Infrastructure, to increase school places, to get clinics closer to the population, to pay nurses and doctors well, to pay teachers well, to make sure their pensions are correct. Because if a teacher is hungry, he can't teach. And also, to put money in agriculture. If a child is in class, they haven't eaten, there is no way they will learn. So these things are a combination. And also, my colleague, we want to make sure we deliver this message to the people of Zambia. Come 2009, you've elected us into office. All of those parents who are agonizing about school fees, save your agony. There will be free education come next year, free medical. Now, the rest of the allocation of resources will go to creating an economic environment conducive for business, which includes infrastructure. I